On the African continent, counting the votes is ongoing in Guinea as it decides a new leader. An observer at a polling station in the capital, Conakry, said voting has been peaceful, but a number of people, including one of the candidates, said they had been turned away at the polling stations because of problems with their voters' cards. The election comes at a delicate moment in West Africa, where concerns are growing over a reversal of democratic gains. The Commission will announce provisional results within 3 days of receiving the last polling station tally. The Constitutional Court will then have 8 days to declare a winner. Now, African Affairs Analyst Ademola Oshodi joins me now to talk more on the situation there. Thank you so much for joining in. The incumbent, who is Alpha Conde, is going for a third term at age 82. What do you make of that?
I think it's the first thing is it is the right democratic choice of the Guinean electorate. They can choose where they want to vote him as president. But the issue here is really not his age. It's really the issue here is the 2-term limit that the Constitution allowed has now changed to a third term. The president of Guinea, Conde, did a referendum that favored him. It tinkered with the Constitution, approved by the National Assembly, and basically reset the Constitution, making all future presidents after the constitutional change start all over again. So in basic terms, if he wins this election, he's starting another 2-term limit. So potentially, he may be in power for in total of 16 years, if my maths is right. Yes. So that is really the issue. This goes against basic democratic principles, whereby term limits are meant to help the democratic process develop a good, strong institutions, whereby opposition will have a say, and the president cannot stay for life, as you see in many parts of Africa. If you notice in Uganda, Rwanda, similar term limits have been adjusted by the Constitution. Also in the upcoming election in Ivory Coast, Chad, Gambia also tinkered with the election to ensure they had a 3rd or 4th term limit. So this is not, really encouraging for developing good democratic principles and helping build institutions in Africa.
Yes, indeed, because we gathered that the constitutional amendment came with a whole lot of controversy regarding the change that allowed him to stand and contest and start a fresh term again. But I guess they have nothing to do about it as it's ongoing. Well,
they've changed the Constitution, regardless of whatever motive, whoever ensured that change was possible. But right now, we really can't cry too much about that spilled milk. What we can ensure is the election is free and fair. The views of the Guinean population is respected and listened to, and we find a good outcome of what is best for the Guineans. Unfortunately, we had a lot of violence prior to the election. Conditions before the election may not have been that conducive. But, foreign election observers are there. The French government, big interest groups in Guinea is also monitoring the situation very closely. And also ECOWAS. ECOWAS will monitor things very well, because we have 3 other elections happening in Africa later on the next few months. We have Burkina Faso, we have Ghana, we have Ivory Coast. And we've also seen the problem in just recently in the African continent that we had, President Buhari going to intervene. I think that was in, bear with me, I think we had issues in Togo, we had issues in Mali. So this will hopefully, be a test of what the international community can accept. ECOWAS, African Union, and of course the Western countries of America and France.
What are the possibilities of weaponizing ethnicity, considering the fact that the country has its own history of ethnic divisions, and stories have had it that the incumbent also used that during his campaign. You talked about violence earlier on. What are the possibilities of this happening?
It's not that bad in Guinea. There's a large Mandinka population. That's the ethnic group of the president. There's also a large Fulani or Fula population in Guinea. And there's many other evenly spread minority groups. The ethnic division has not really been that played up. I'm not sure what the ethnic group is for the opposition leader, Mr. Diallo, but ethnic rivalry has not really been played up in the election. It's more the issue of the president exceeding his term limit, going for a third term. That is the major issue, and also the fact that he's brought stability to Guinea. Guinea is very rich in bauxite. He's brought a lot of foreign investors interested in the resources of Guinea. He's also found a way to combat Ebola. Ebola really started in Guinea and spread to Sierra Leone and Liberia. So that has been under control. The international community praises him for that. That's Conde. But how African leaders can manipulate the constitution to stay for longer term limits is what really worries international observers. Basically in Africa, power is sweet, and they don't want to relinquish power easily, regardless of whether it's through a gun or through rioting or through a constitutional amendment. So this is where we look at and hope that things are not, the country is not brought down to chaos because some person wants to stay in government longer than what is required, regardless of the referendum or whatever constitutional amendment has taken place.
Femi, Ademola Oshodi there, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us. We appreciate it. You take good care.